Am I exhausted? Yes. I am about to head back to the airport after only about 4 hours of sleep for a very long day. But I gotta do it. But I got to do it. Let's go.
If you didn't already know, hi, I'm DeVikeo. Some people keep their feet planted on the ground. I, on the other hand, chose to take my feet to a higher level of altitude. Sit back and relax while I take you along the Aviation Adventures.
Well, good morning, my lovely aviator family. So listen, when I say I am so tired right now, it is 7:57 in the morning. Now, many people who know me know that I really dislike waking up to any type of alarm. That's why I like a lot of evening trips, better known as PM trips, is because I don't have to wake up to the alarm. I just let my body just get up whenever it wants to. So technically, I have a PM trip now, but the thing is I have to commute out to base. So today is the first day of this month that I'll be flying out of Los Angeles. Atlanta, Los Angeles. Completely different sides of the continent. So I have to pretty much catch a flight which leaves at 9:20 to get to LA, which I land at like 11, and I don't start working until 1:15 local time, but this is the only flight that's gonna get me there in time because everything else gets me there after my report time. So yeah, that's what I'm about to go do now. From the last video, I didn't get home till like maybe 12:15, 12:30, something like that. I'd lost track of time. And just from working late last night. So when I got home, I had to like wash the clothes, dry them, repack everything, just get myself reset for this next trip. One thing that I'm missing is my meal prepping. I haven't been able to meal prep because it's just my timing. I've been like on the go, literally back to back to back to back. So yeah, I'm like dreading this drive. I should have just did an Uber, better known as a U-Bus. Should have did an Uber just because I really don't feel like driving this morning. And then it's raining. But the good thing is about this rain is it was pouring down hard this morning. And maybe that's why I'm still kind of like a little sleepy now. But it was pouring down hard this morning. I was like, oh my God, I gotta go walk in this rain. I don't have an umbrella, blah, 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 blah. Just complaining. And then all of a sudden when it was time for me to go, the rain stopped. And I was able to walk out, didn't get wet, had on my flip-flops, all that good stuff. So hopefully it'll hold off until I get on the employee shuttle. From the parking lot, and then I'll be able to just avoid getting wet altogether, just be in the airport and whatever. Yeah. So one good thing about this weather, it's funny, if you ask any flight attendant how the weather is going to be for the day, 99.9% of the time we can look up at the sky, or how the ride is going to be as far as the flight. We can look up at the sky and we can tell you if it's going to be a bumpy ride or if it's going to be smooth. Just from what I see now, I can sort of guesstimate this is going to be a pretty bumpy ride, at least out of this Atlanta area, because it's just completely dark, which I love a turbulent ride, especially when I'm commuting. I don't know about anybody else, but that bad boy feels like a rocking chair. It's just swaying from side to side, all the bumps just throwing you around. It's just like a rough rocking chair, and it puts me to sleep instantly. So I'm excited because I have a 4.5 hour, 5 hour-ish flight across the country to Los Angeles. And if it's bumpy the way that I think it's going to be, it's going to be great because that means that I am going to sleep like a baby. Yeah, so anyhow, I wish I could sleep now. But one thing I do like about the day, I wouldn't say like, but this day is I'm not done until maybe like midnight, 1 in the morning, Atlanta time. I have 4 flights today. Granted, they're like literally up and down, up and down, up and down. It's LA to Vegas to San Francisco, back to Vegas, and then back to San Francisco. And then I'll be overnighting in San Francisco. One thing I do like about this hotel that we're staying at is the breakfast. You guys know breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It gets everything started. And they're pancakes. Oh my God, I'm a pancake fiend. I love pancakes. Their pancakes are phenomenal. They're just the way that I cook them at home. So I'm excited about that. Usually when I eat breakfast in the morning, that kind of holds me over for the entire day. Again, most important meal of the day. Make sure you guys are eating your breakfast. So that's that. I'm gonna do it. I can do it. I think I can. I think I can. Like the little trains, and I remember that book from kindergarten. I like driving super slow this morning. I don't know what's going on. So, anywho, I may be in a rush today just because I'm leaving. I left out the house 15 minutes later than what I wanted to, but I'm just going to take my time because I can do it. Today it's going to be a good day. It's all about the way that you set your mind. That kind of determines how your day is going to be. Yeah. So keep watching. This is going to be a very fun 3-day trip. I don't know if after the trip I'm going to go home or if I'm just going to stay on the West Coast, because I'm only off for a day after this, which is nothing like sleeping in your own bed. But I could just like spend the weekend out in Vegas, or spend the days off. It's not really even a weekend. It's a weekday. Spend the days off in Vegas. But who knows what I may or may not do. I think I'm just gonna go home afterwards because I want my bed. I want a home cooked meal. I don't really want to have to wash clothes in a hotel laundry room. So, anywho, 3-day trip is now beginning. It's gonna be great. I know it is, and we can do it. All right, so here I am back in the car. It's 10:30. Obviously, I didn't make it. I made it, but I didn't. But I'm going back home. Long story short, looks like I won't be working that trip today. Which it always happens every time I make plans. I never work the trip that I make plans for. Yeah, so that's that. Anywho, I get to the airport. Everything is perfectly fine. Except for it was pouring down raining. I mean, I'm talking about coming down like Bruce. And it's cold rain. That's what annoys me. It's freezing cold rain. So I had my sweater in the trunk. That was the only thing that I had that can kind of semi-cover me up, which is now soaking wet. So I do have to take that to the dry cleaners. But walking through cold rain, that's a setup for disaster. So anyway, I got on the bus, looked at the schedule. Everything is on time. Flight is on time. I'm like, okay, great. So I get there. I'm running through the airport. Not really running because I was like super early. But I saw my friend Michelle, who is in training now with another airline. It was good to see her before her call it IOE, which is like initial operating experience, which is pretty much your first flight where you get certified. So she was about to go to Boston, but I was able to see her literally for like 30 seconds. What's up, Michelle? So it was good to see her. And I got my Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, which I was going to eat that on the flight. I already had in my mind a nap ready to go. It was going to be bumpy, perfect. Then I go and look at the departure board, and I noticed that my flight is delayed by 1 hour 40 minutes. Cool. I'll still go there on time as opposed to me having to sit in LA for 2 hours before my trip started. I would only have to sit there for like maybe 40 minutes, which was cool. Then it got delayed even more, which then will put my sit time at 0 minutes. So it would have been like once I landed in LA, I would go from one plane literally running to the other because they would have already been boarding. So I called scheduling just to let them know. You know, it's always good to keep the company up to date on where you're at. So that was that, and then all of a sudden, the airport, it's just everybody was like delayed and cancellations and all that. But my flight got delayed even more, which would have got me to LA after the time that my flight was supposed to take off. So since that flight's not delayed out of LA, they were saying it didn't make sense for me to go all the way out there because I wouldn't be able to make it. So I was able to use what we have here. It's called the commuter clause, commuter policy, which is for people who live out of base but kind of fly to get to work. Because this month I'll be based in Los Angeles, so all of my trips, if you will, will pretty much start and end in Los Angeles unless I drop that and pick up somewhere else. So when that does happen, whenever the company pulls a trip from you because you can't make it, you have 30 days to pretty much make up the trip and kind of fly a trip comparable, if you will. But it can be pretty much from any base. So this today kind of worked out in my favor, although I do wish that I would have just been able to stay home and sleep some more as opposed to having to wake up to an alarm. But since they pulled the flight out of LA, like I said, I would have 30 days to make up another trip. But the way that my schedule's set up this month, the days off, I actually need off. So it's hard for me to make up something. I could have kept these 3 days off and like tried to do something else later, but yeah, and I looked into what we have as open time, which is pretty much a section of our scheduling system, if you will, where it's just trips that are unassigned. But there was a trip that left tonight, just one flight to Boston. Tomorrow is just one flight from Boston to St. Louis. And the last day is St. Louis to LA, and then LA back here to Atlanta. So the benefit of that is I get to fly this trip from Atlanta without having to commute to another base. Isn't that awesome? Yes. I've never been to Boston, so as opposed to me going to San Francisco and Sacramento, which I've also never been to Sacramento, so that was kind of new for me too. But I get to go to Boston, and the layovers are pretty long, so they're 20 hours as opposed to the short layovers that I had. So I'm kind of excited that I was able to get this trip. So I'm gonna go home now, get a nap in, get a home-cooked lunch, which is always good. Just kind of relax a little bit and be at the airport back at 6, something like that. I have to be here, I think it's 7:20, 6:25. I don't know, but I just know I didn't leave the house at like 5, so therefore I can just take my time, pick up some dinner on the way here, maybe even cook some dinner. I'm super excited. So one thing about this industry is you do have to be flexible. Flexibility is key. You hear people joke around and be like, you know, in the interview I said, oh, I'm flexible, I like people, I like to travel. Those are all things that you have to love to do in order to be a successful flight attendant. But that's one of the reasons I kind of like this industry, is because you never know what your day holds. Every day is never the same, and your day could change literally at the drop of a dime, which, as you can see, it did today. So I drove 40 minutes out there. Now I'm about to drive 40 minutes back home just to get out of this uniform, and then I'm going to take a nap and then drive 40 minutes back to the airport, which is good because today is Saturday. It's really no traffic, so everything is kind of smooth. So I'm going to get back to this road, and we're going to see if today goes according to plan. Again, anything could change at the drop of a dime. Hey, what's up? So I'm back like I've never left. I am well rested, rejuvenated. I'm ready for work. I'm ready to go. This day couldn't have been any better. So I got back home. Got to spend more time with my puppy because he couldn't really see me last night because I got in so late. So because I got in late, I went straight to sleep. The thing is, my dog, whenever somebody comes to the house, he goes crazy. Like, he has to see that person. If the door opens, he needs to know what it is. If we get any type of UPS or FedEx package, he has to do a quick sniff just to make sure. I guess it's okay. I don't know. I think he thinks that he's some type of police dog or something. I don't know, but that's my baby, so we let him do it. So I came in this morning about like 12:30. He went crazy. I had to go up, just rub him, just let him know that it was me. And then I had to, like I said, watch last night. Like I said earlier, reset myself in this trip today. So when I got back, he was like going crazy because when I left this morning, we spent some little quality time, but not as much. But now, since I was able to go back home, I was able to actually relax and chill with him. We took a nap together. He slept in my bed. We were bonding, and then we played a little bit. I got a good old nap. I feel so good right now. It's the small things in life that we appreciate. But just not looking forward again to this drive. But it's okay because I was able to get a nap. The rain kind of lightened up a little bit, so it's not raining as hard. But back to the airport I go. Instead of 4 flights today, I only have 1 leg. For those of you who don't know what a leg is just a flight segment. So like 1 flight for a flight attendant, that's just considered a leg of the whole trip, if that makes sense. So it's 1 leg today. I landed in Boston. I'm in Boston for like 21 hours, so definitely gonna see what Boston has to offer, and we're staying, I think, downtown Boston or something like that. So super excited. Time to get this workday started. Just go back to the airport. I hope the parking spot that I had this morning is still available because it was like a perfect spot. Maybe I should have left so I didn't lose it, but yeah, I guess I'll find something else nice. But anywho, time to get back to work. I'm ready. That's my friend Cherise. Yo, Cherise. Wave. You gotta wave. Everybody say hi to Cherise. Get to see people in the airport. Look at her, looking like she looking. As I was sitting here waiting for my flight, the one and only Reese J popped up.
Jan Newby,
So what you about to do?
Your flight's completely boarded, ready for departure.
What you about to do?
This is your final opportunity to board your flight. Doors will be closing momentarily and will not reopen.
Rest. Rest. So I'm back on the plane like I never left. Checks are complete. I'm ready to go. I'm energized. It's just a quick little flight to Boston and we can do it. So I'm finally done for the day. It was so simple, so easy. I mean, like literally, as soon as I got on the plane, we got in the air, it's like the flight was practically over. So I'm still full of energy. So me and my crew, we're about to get ready to go out to the Riverwalk here in Boston, go get some dinner, just go have a good time. It's Saturday night, so might as well go and venture out in the city. And then tomorrow we're going to wake up and do some other stuff. Don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but we're living every day to the fullest. This room is actually, it's kind of nice. Nice view out there. Well, not really a view. It's just other buildings. But yeah, easy day today. I'm about to go and like stuff my face because I am starving. All I had was lunch today. I didn't really bring anything for dinner. So we're going to go and see what Boston has to offer. First time here. I never had any lobsters, never had lobster rolls. So tomorrow I think I'm going to try that too. But we got to go out. morning. It is a beautiful morning here. I'm excited to be awake. I slept so good last night. Oh my God, I slept like a baby. After we scrolled the river walk a little bit, kind of went and got some dinner. Just had a good time. It wasn't really too much to see because it was so dark out. There wasn't anything to see at all. Not on the camera wise, but today I'm like late because we were supposed to meet downstairs at 11 and it's just 10:30, so I have like 30 minutes to get myself together. We decided to go to a game, baseball game. We're gonna go try this restaurant and then we're gonna go down and catch a baseball game. Tickets only $18, so we were like, why not just get out? Because this layover is like 20 some hours, so it's gonna be a very good day. Then tonight, it's just one easy peasy, breezy, beautiful flight to St. Louis, Missouri. And then believe it or not, tonight, the Stanley Cup for Summer is going on in St. Louis, so we're gonna see what that's all about as well. Now, one thing that I do wanna show really quick here is this shower. This shower is probably the best ever, and that's why I'm like, as soon as I get back, I'm getting into it. Just check that out. It is like a freaking waterfall. You're gonna get down, and that steam, oh my God, that's how you know this is gonna be some good stuff. So I'm excited about that. I'm about to hop in there for a few minutes. I'm about to get myself together, so therefore I can meet them downstairs in about 35 minutes. So I'll be back.
The right fielder, number 50, Mookie Betts. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 7, Christian.
So here we go, layover time. Say what's up. Say what's up. We decided to come to the Boston versus Tampa, right? Tampa Bay. That's not what it is. What is Tampa what? Tampa Rays. We're at Fenway Park in Boston, and it's game time. So what an amazing game it was. We're finally leaving. But one question that I always wanted to know is why come at all these big events, the Ubers are always like 2 miles away, like in a certain parking lot, somewhere off in a distance. So that's where we're walking to now, is at least trying to find where this Uber/Lyft is. So it was a very good game. Had a very good time. Today. The weather was beautiful. It felt good, even though it looked like it was hot out there. It was a nice breeze. Unfortunately, the home team, the Boston Red Sox, they didn't win. Score was like 6-1. Tampa by 6. But you know what's crazy is back in the day, I used to be a baseball fanatic. When I was in middle school, I actually played baseball. Since it's been a while since I've been to a baseball game, so it was kind of good to go back out and like check it out and really have a good time. The wave, the claps, just brought back a lot of memories from back in the day. But I still got to work tonight. So I'm about to take a shower because it was hot out there. But I'm about to take a shower, chill out, lay down for a bit, and get ready for one little flight tonight to St. Louis from Boston. Now it's time to get to work. I am all ready and rested and all that good stuff. You know, one thing that I do like about this job is that, shout out to my Bluetooth speaker, provides some real good music. One thing I do like about this job and just this industry as a whole is, believe it or not, the people I went to the game with, this was my very first time ever meeting them. And so this job, they force you to kind of find common grounds with the people that you work with. And if you don't, then you're going to be miserable for the most part. So like these people, of course, are from Atlanta, and it's just other things that we do have in common. And so that made the game like that much more fun because I was watching it with people I felt like I knew. I mean, you stuck with these people pretty much all day, and these are the people that at the end of the day, that's all we got to talk to, or that's the only people that I have to talk to on the actual planes, at least for the next 3 days. And as long as you having a good time, laughing, cracking jokes and all that good stuff, it's going to make those days go by just that faster. So this crew that I'm working with on this trip, amazing. Every crew that I usually have, I find the best in everybody. Just because I don't like to be miserable and I don't want anybody else to be miserable. So with that being said, we're going to find some type of common ground. We're going to have a good time. So I got to get ready. I got 10 minutes before I have to be downstairs, and I don't have anything to eat for dinner. I do have some food that I had like from yesterday, but I don't know if I can heat it up somewhere. And if I can't heat it up, then it's definitely not going to be good. But to the van we go. To the plane here in Boston, about to go to St. Louis. And we're about to get ready to start boarding. So I'll hit you up when I get to my room. Hey, what's up everybody? So this is it. This day has came and gone. I've done so much in just a few hours today that I had, and now I am about to call this a day and get some sleep because all that stuff going to the game, you know, just everything we did kind of wears you out. But first, I have homework to do. Yes, that's right. I'm in school, and I have. It's 2 more weeks left in this class, and this is the end of one of the weeks. So I'm about to finish this week's worth of work. Got 1 more week, and I'm almost finished. So I'll be doing that for about the next hour or so, and then that bed is where I will be. Coming to you live from St. Louis. We'll chat in the morning because me and my crew, we're gonna get up and go to breakfast. So for now, good night. Had an amazing night, got a lot of sleep. Of course, I like to sleep. We're in St. Louis now, about to get ready to head off to Los Angeles. It's gonna be a long flight, full flight. Then after Los Angeles, we're gonna turn around and go back to Atlanta. So, about to get this day started. Flight 1 down, flight 2 to go, back home to Atlanta, and an aircraft stop. What do you say? I can't. Walk. She's so cool. Where are we going? Home, baby. So after a long 3-day trip, it's finally over. Made some new friends, my crew. Just had a good time. Now I'm about to go to sleep because early in the morning, tomorrow, I have a commute back to Los Angeles. Good night. Hey guys, once again, thank you guys so much for coming by to watch this video. It means a lot. It really does. I can't say thank you enough. But what I do need for you to do is to go ahead and give this video a good old thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you guys go ahead and comment down below just to let me know that you watched it. Also, subscribe to this channel. It's going to be somewhere on one of these sides. Here. One of the sides. Just go ahead and subscribe. Also, down somewhere here, you can click for another video too. So go ahead and watch another video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Go ahead and share this video all over your social media. Just let people know that you're following the Aviation Adventure with me, DeVikeo. You never know what's going to happen. You never know when it's going to happen. You never know how it's going to happen. Just know it's going to happen and I'm crazy. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. All of my social media is at the Aviation Adventure. I want to see you there. This is another episode, another week of the Aviation Adventure with me, DeVikeo. And we're out. Catch you next week.